Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the look, for the background, just for like all of it. This was not a planned video at all. I was just sitting here enjoying my coffee, and then I was like, maybe I should actually film this video now while it's like a realistic depiction of how the past 6 weeks have been, instead of like, you know, getting all camera ready and putting my ring light up and stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. This will be my 6 weeks postpartum update. So my life is messy these days. Everything takes longer to do. Everything seems a lot more difficult to accomplish than it did before. For example, we had like a 65-degree day here in Minnesota, and it was like awesome. Everybody lost their minds because it's been winter, and that's like really hot for, you know, this time of year. So we were like, we're gonna do some spring cleaning. This is so exciting. And we literally like worked all day long and got nothing done. And our house has been destroyed ever since. Cause like, it's just, we can't get anything done. I don't know why, but we just can't. So that's kind of what's been happening there. We are getting a little bit better about leaving on time, just a little bit, because like the first time we were gonna leave the house, I was like, CJ, it's gonna take us a long time to like get ready and to leave the house. And he was like, no, it's not. We were 3 hours late getting into the car. And yeah, it takes us a while to do things now. We are very new to this parenting thing, so we're just kind of getting used to it. And that's all we can do. We're trying our best, okay? Yes, for like the first month, I didn't drink any coffee because I was so tired. I was just exhausted. And this baby sleeps all the time, like literally all the time. And so when I first was at home, I was by myself. CJ was working like literally all the time. I think I've said literally a multitude of times in this video already. I'll try to stop. But for the first 3 weeks, my partner was working all day long. Like he was home for about an hour a day, and then he would go to sleep. So it was pretty much just the two of us, and I was so exhausted all the time, and I didn't want to drink any coffee because I was like, I want to be able to fall asleep like at the drop of a hat. If she falls asleep for 20 minutes, I want to be able to fall asleep. So I didn't drink any coffee because I was afraid it would keep me awake instead of being able to nap like I wanted to. So yeah, but now I've been drinking coffee periodically, and I started going to the gym around 3 weeks postpartum. Yeah, I think 3 weeks or 2 weeks even is when I started. Yeah, 2 weeks postpartum is when I started going to the gym again, but I didn't do anything crazy. I just literally did this. There it is again. Sorry. I just did the Stairmaster. So I would do the Stairmaster for 20 minutes, and then I would go home because I didn't want to do anything that was too intense. I didn't want to do any weightlifting. I just wanted to do something, and it was too cold to walk outside. So I would go to the gym, and I was going to do this treadmill, but then I was like, no, I want more of a like workout basically without being more of a workout. So I did the Stairmaster. Don't do as I say, like do as I say, not as I do. Don't go to the gym unless your healthcare provider says that it's okay. I didn't ask beforehand, and I probably should have. I don't know. So my pain was really good, you know, relatively speaking, because I didn't tear, I didn't have an epidural, I didn't have to get an episiotomy or anything like that. I just had a pretty normal natural birth. So I didn't really have trouble in the healing department. However, I did get hemorrhoids, which did not go away for weeks, which was miserable. And I also developed, sorry for the TMI warning right now, I developed an infection in my vagina because I did not listen to the doctors who said take multiple sitz baths per day, you know, just 5 to 10 minutes soaking in a bath with some Epsom salts. I didn't do that, and because I didn't do that, I didn't heal inside the way I was supposed to. So I did develop an infection, and that infection lasted for like 3 weeks before I actually went in to get it checked out. And now I finally just finished all of the antibiotics, and so it's gone now, I hope. But yeah, I had the symptoms. I knew something was wrong, but I was just like, you know what? I just had a baby. Things are gonna be weird. Like, I don't know what's normal and what's not. Just so you know, for future reference, if you ever go through this, if you think something's not normal, if something is like very noticeable and does not appear to be normal, if you're like, something's funky, it's probably funky, okay? You should go in. But yeah, so other than that infection and the hemorrhoids though, I healed very well. I ended up getting down to 148, 146? 148 or 146 pounds, and I started my pregnancy at 161. So I lost all of my baby weight plus more, and it was great. But then with breastfeeding, I was starving. I'm still starving. Like all day long, I could eat. I could eat right now. I would love to eat right now. So I am hungry all the time, which means that I'm intaking a lot of calories all the time, which means that I'm going to be in a calorie surplus and I'm going to gain some weight. So I did get up to 150. I gained like 2 to 4 pounds, I'm not really sure, in the weeks following childbirth. But I have been going to the gym and doing actual like training at the gym, you know, like a leg day and an arms day, and like, you know, I've been doing the gym thing for 2 weeks now, and I'm loving it. It feels so amazing and so good. And so now I am starting to lose weight again. I'm back in the 149, 148 range. I've also been eating very healthfully the past week, a little over a week now. I've been eating only healthy, natural foods. Not only, but you know, as much as I possibly can, because it got to the point where I was only eating like vegan chicken nuggets for the first couple weeks, because it was just so easy and it was all I could do, you know. It's been hard to take care of myself. It's been hard to take care of my house with pumping. I'm an exclusive pumper, so I am pumping for 2 hours or more a day. I'm attached to the wall. I'm hooked up to the wall, can't even hold my baby because I'm just like, I can't, I'm stuck. Like, I've got these things, you know, so I can't do that. But Larabars, if you know what a Larabar is, they're very natural, only whole plant food ingredients. My favorite variety is the cashew cookie, and the ingredients in that one are cashews and dates, and that's it. And they're delicious. They're like 230 calories a bar. They're a little bar, but it was great for me for quick food and energy. And then the chicken nuggets from Morningstar are vegan now, and so I've been eating a lot of those as well, or I was, until I switched my diet to more whole plant foods. And so now I don't track what I eat, I don't count calories, I don't worry about how much I'm eating, because I am breastfeeding, so I do need to like make milk, you know. So I am eating a lot, but I'm making sure that it's mostly vegetables, mostly fruits. I'm eating a lot of potatoes. I'm eating a lot of carrots. I'm eating a lot of green beans, hummus. I know that that's not like a natural food, but or a whole food, but you know, whatever. I'm eating a lot of chickpeas. I'm eating a lot of tofu. What else? Oats. I've been trying to eat oats periodically, and there's something that always tastes good. Like when I make oatmeal, it's always delicious, but I never want to make oatmeal. I'm always like, there's something better. I could totally make something better. But anyway, so yes, I drink a lot of water, not as much as I should, but I do drink a lot of water. Again, it's something that's kind of hard to remind yourself to do. It's hard to take care of yourself when you're a parent. A new parent, a first-time parent to a little baby, but she is great. She is growing. I'm not going to show her, I'm sorry, in this video because she's sleeping back there and I don't want to wake her up. I've got a lot to do. And also YouTube has been disabling comments on videos that show children. And I'm just, I don't want that to happen. I know that it's not as bad as like demonetizing my video. However, I like to have comments available, and especially on videos like this where people may have questions or, you know, what have you, I want comments to be available for you guys. So if you do want to see my sweet baby, please check out my Instagram. It's linked in the description all the time, and sorry, I have a squeaky chair, and I show her there every single day, so please follow me on there, and then you'll see my sweet baby. She's grown a lot and changed a lot since my first video that had her in it, and yeah, she's perfect. She has gained about 3 pounds since we took her home, because when she was born, she was 7 pounds 2 ounces. When we took her home, she was 9 pounds and 6 ounces. I had a lot of fluids in me at birth, or during the birth, and also it's normal for babies to lose a little weight. So she lost a little weight. Now she's up to almost 10 pounds. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, sorry, I have the hiccups. What else? I've been really having a hard time keeping up with my channel. Obviously, you guys are here, you know, I normally post 4 times a week, but I did fall behind, and it's just been really hard to catch up, you guys, and I will catch up. I know I will catch up, and I plan on filming lots of videos this week, later this week. So let me know what you want to see. But it's just been difficult because I literally always look, sorry, I said it again. I truly apologize for that. It's so annoying. I hate it when my favorite YouTubers do that. Like, it drives me nuts. But I always look like this, just like crap, okay? And so it's the 2 times of the week that I actually put makeup on and look nice, I am going out somewhere, so I can't film, you know what I mean? I can't just sit down and film a video or film an ASMR video or whatever, because I look like ass all the time. It's just a thing. Yeah, I haven't showered in 3 days. It's fine. But anyway, I will dedicate one day specifically to filming. I'm going to have CJ take the baby and go somewhere, because it's just easier that way, because she doesn't cry a lot, but she'll make like a lot of little noises, and so it just makes it difficult to film the types of videos that I want to film, and it's not easy. So I will dedicate one day and just knock out like 6 videos, you know, so I can be a week and a half ahead. That would be great. I have props that I've been like collecting for different ASMR videos that I'm so excited about, you guys. I'm so excited. So they are coming, and I am inspired, and I have a whole notes list of all of these great ideas and requests that you guys have had in the comments that have gotten some likes and stuff. So I will be getting that up. It's just taken a while, okay? So the baby has always been a really good sleeper. When we first brought her home, she slept like a 3 or 4 hour stretch and then a 5 or 6 hour stretch at night. And so she's always slept a lot, and she still does. That's pretty much her routine now as well. When we brought her to the pediatrician, she was like, yeah, you should probably wake her up to eat. If she's not waking up by herself, then you should probably wake her up to eat at least during the day, every 2 or 3 hours. And I did not listen to that, sorry, but I did not. I figure she'll eat as much as she needs to eat, and she'll sleep as much as she needs to sleep. So let me just check on my dog. She's good. But yeah, so I have not been forcing her to eat, and she's still gaining a crap ton of weight. So that's good. She is really, truly a sweet baby. She's a good baby and good eater, good sleeper. I was still extremely exhausted for the first at least 3 weeks. I was going nuts because it was just me, and CJ was really sleepy when he was here because he was working all day long, physical work, removing snow from roofs actually, and just like it was hard. It was really hard. Any single parents out there, I can't imagine ever having to do that. That's just a miserable idea. And so the fact that there are so many single parents out there, like, it just, my heart and my strength and everything I've got goes out to you. That's amazing. So I was really exhausted. I was waking up to pump every 2 hours, whether she was awake or not. I would wake up to pump. And now I have decided for my own mental health, hell to the no, not do that. I have always had a bit of an oversupply when it comes to my milk. I pump about 50 to 55 ounces a day. And so that's well over what she needs. That's more than double what she needs. So I have a big freezer stash. We had to buy a deep freezer so I could store all of my frozen milk. And if you want a video just on my exclusive pumping journey and why I decided to exclusively pump, questions about breastfeeding, questions about breast milk, anything like that, please let me know in the description box. And also go to my Instagram. I'm probably going to do like a questions thing tonight, just saying like, what questions do you have about pumping and whatever. But yeah, so I'll kind of skip over this part, but anyway, long story short, I do not do that anymore. I'll pump once throughout the night, maybe. Once I skipped it and I ended up going 10 hours without pumping, and I literally felt like I was gonna die. My boobs were just gigantic and they were so full, and it took me like an hour to empty them. It was not a good experience. So I do still have to wake up in the middle of the night and also make sure that I'm keeping up my supply by pumping frequently. So I do pump 5 to 6 times a day now. The other day I did 4. I felt so guilty and bad, but I'm really trying to keep up my supply because I want to continue giving her breast milk, at least a little bit of breast milk, until she's about 2 years old. That's what I'm really hoping for, and I know that that's a lofty goal, and you should start with smaller goals like 6 months or whatever, but ultimately, I'm not gonna lie, that is my goal, to give her breast milk until she's 2. So anyway, that's how that's been going. It's been getting a lot easier. It's sometimes very painful. It's sometimes very isolating. Pumping specifically is very, very isolating and hard. There are some times where I just sit there and cry while I pump because I don't want to do it. And I'm so grateful that I can do it and that I can feed my baby. But at the same time, oh my gosh, like, people don't understand. Even people who have breastfed or pumped before are just like, you know, they have been like, why are you, you know, whatever. Yeah, it's hard, and not many people understand, and not many people exclusively pump. So it's difficult to find that community, but there are a lot of moms groups that I'm a part of on Facebook, and one is exclusively pumping mamas. So that's been helpful for all of my questions and whatnot. I've gotten clogged ducts, I've gotten cracked nipples, my body, I went through this bad period for like weeks of hating myself, and I only really stopped doing that a couple days ago, and I'm sure I'll start up again, you know me, but I freaking hated myself, you guys. I could not bear to be touched. I hated my stomach. I hated my legs. I hated my arms. I hated my face. I hated my personality. Like, my friends were like, hey, we have an extra concert ticket. Do you want to come with? And CJ was like, you've got to go. This will make you feel better. This will make you so happy. Please go. I'll watch the baby. Everything will be great. And number one, it was an hour away, so I would not have had time. I would have had to like shower and get ready and get there, and it was 45 minutes away. It just was not happening. But not only that, I was like, you know what, it's probably best that I can't go anyway, because they wouldn't have as much fun if I did go. I'm not a fun person, and it was really bad, and I just was very upset, and I can't even describe to you guys like how much I hated myself, and I have not been that way in a long time, like years. And while I was pregnant, I thought I was the hottest I had ever been, you know, minus my very strange nipples, which are getting a little better. The color's changing, which is nice. But yeah, aside from that weird change, I was like feeling myself all the time. And it's weird because when you're pregnant, you're expected to be larger. You're expected to get bigger. You're expected to change your body anyway. And so if you're popping out of your shirt or your pants or whatever, it's not a big deal. In fact, people celebrate it. They're like, oh, you're getting so big. Whereas after you have the baby, I felt such a pressure to bounce back, because I thought that I would bounce back really easily. And within the first few days after giving birth, I was like, wow, I do look so good. I look so good. But I just kind of expected it to keep getting better and to keep like dropping pounds, to keep like having the swelling go down and all that stuff. And it didn't. And like eventually I just went back to how I normally am, and I was miserable, and it was really bad. But what I eventually came to the conclusion of, maybe I'll go more in depth about this in a separate video as well, because this is getting quite long, but what I kind of came to the conclusion of is, after a morning of bawling because I hadn't been wearing shorts, like I have not worn shorts to the gym ever in my life. Even when I was 108 pounds, I had never worn shorts to the gym in my life, because I told myself I was too fat and I couldn't do it, and my cellulite was just too gross. And I was crying all morning about that to my partner, and I was just so distraught about it. And then I went to the bathroom to like calm myself down, and I realized, I was like, the only thing stopping me from wearing shorts to the gym was myself. It wasn't my cellulite. It wasn't the other people who might stare at me and make fun of me at the gym. Wouldn't happen, but you know, in my head. It wasn't any of that. It was myself telling me you can't wear shorts to the gym. And I don't ever want to tell myself stuff like that. I can do anything, and that's what I want to convince myself of. Not you're shitty, you're bad, everything about you sucks, you can't go to the gym in shorts. I want to tell myself how beautiful, confident, and capable I am. So I put on shorts and I went to the gym, and I'm still wearing shorts right now. So there's that. Mama needs a tan, by the way. So, yes. And was I extremely confident when that was going on, when I was wearing my shorts at the gym for the first time? Absolutely not. But I refused to let the negative thoughts ruin my workout, ruin my night, ruin my mood. And it was really empowering. And so I've felt good ever since. I felt really good about my body ever since. Yes, so that's just the truth. That's the truth tea about just freaking hating myself for a while, which I did. And this is, hold on, let me show you. Oopsies. So this is my belly. This is me normal. This is me flexed. There's nothing there anyway. So this is me normal. This is me flexed. Whew, that was hard. Oh, that was a workout, honey. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. That's as much as I'm gonna go into with this video. I have so many more things that I want to talk about, honestly, so many more things. I want to talk about how my partner has been being a dad, how our relationship has changed, just my confidence levels in general, my workout routine at the gym. I've been working out 6 days a week. Feels really good, but I've also been I've been gentle with myself as well. Like, I haven't pushed myself to the capacity in which I know I could push myself, because I do want to take it easy. I am 6 weeks postpartum today, so I don't want to, and normally you're not supposed to start working out until this time, but it has really helped my mental health. Knowing that I can go to the gym at night has made my entire day leading up to that so much better. Knowing that I'm gonna get a break, knowing that I'm gonna get to just be me, not Brooke and CJ, not a mom of Rose, not, you know, just me at the gym by myself, and like not talk to anybody, be able to just scroll on my phone the whole time. Like, you know what I mean? That's not what I do at the gym. Scroll on my phone the whole time. I mean, like when I'm on the treadmill, cooling down at the end, just like scrolling through my phone. Anyway, yeah, that's the update, my 6-week update. I love being a mom. I was so exhausted. Oh, going back to the point that I was making like 13 minutes ago, I was so exhausted the first few weeks with having to wake up so many times throughout the night, and pumping takes a long ass time. it's not just like, oh, wake up, pump, go to sleep. You have to wake up, you have to put the pump things on, you have to like get all situated, you have to pump for me it's like usually 30 to 40 minutes, and so I pump for like 30 minutes, let's say, and then I have to go downstairs, I have to put the milk into bags and freeze them, or I have to put the milk into bottles for the next day, or like, you know, whatever, just take care of the milk. Then I have to wash all of the pump parts, and then I have to come back upstairs and then try to go to sleep. But usually around that time the baby would wake up, so I would have to feed the baby, and then I would be up for like, she takes a long time to eat. She takes like 40 minutes to finish a bottle. So it was a lot at first, and I was exhausted and miserable, but I don't know if I'm just getting used to it now or if it's getting better, but I'm good now. And CJ is also home and taking care of her a lot, just as much as I am, so if not more, to be honest. So I'm doing much better. I'm really doing great now, and I feel good. I'm feeling more confident, feeling more capable. I am strong in my confidence as a mom, for sure. I was so worried before she was born that she was gonna like pass away in her sleep, or that I would do something wrong in public and people would like call me out on it and I would be so embarrassed, or that I would get in trouble. But now that she's here, I'm like, she's my baby. I can do what I want with her. I know that I'm a good parent. I know that I'm taking care of her in the way that I should take care of her, and I know that she's going to be okay. So yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to be confident in your abilities as a parent and a person. My relationship is getting even better because we're working together, and he is such a good dad. More on that in another video, but that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I like really appreciate it. I appreciate your patience with me. Being a new parent is hard. Yeah, it's very hard. Not in the sense that it's like hard work, but just in the fact that it's hard to get used to it. It's hard to come up with a new routine, to be able to check your emails, and to be able to get your work done and clean the house, and you know, whatever. And I was told two pieces of advice that I want to end this video on. Number one is that the first year of your baby's life will be a very wasteful year, in the sense that you'll use paper plates more. You will go out to eat instead of cooking. You will throw away groceries that you spent money on because you won't even realize that you had them, or you didn't have time to make them. You will go through disposable diapers. You will, you know, you're just gonna waste a lot, and that's okay. And the other thing that I heard was you won't remember having a clean house in your baby's first year. You're gonna remember the time that you spent with your baby. So that's another thing that I've been really trying to keep in mind, because having a dirty house has been a trigger for me for anxious periods. And I haven't had any panic attacks or anything like that, but just being anxious has been caused by having a messy house. So I've really tried to keep peace with that and be like, listen, the house might be messy, yeah, but number one, we're working on it. Every day we do one tiny thing to make it better. And number two, I would rather snuggle with my baby who's this big and enjoy that time while it's so limited and so fleeting, and I'm gonna just enjoy that just staring at her. Not even doing anything with her because she's just so small, but just staring at her. And I would much rather do that than clean my house. So that's kind of where I've been at. Haven't been able to paint my nails, none of that good stuff. My hair's been falling out, which I expected. Which I expected. But other than that, I've been okay. The baby is actually super strong, you guys. She's so strong. She can sit up unassisted by herself. She's a little wobbly, okay? She sometimes leans with it like this, like leans forward, but she can sit up kind of like this by herself for like 2 minutes at a time. And it's wild. She's 6 weeks old and she can do that. It's crazy. And she's very alert. She's a very smiley baby. She smiles all the time, and not just the reflex smile anymore, but like she'll look at you dead in the eyes and just smile. It's so cute. And I love her so much. She's precious. She's so beautiful. But yeah, if you want to see what she looks like, check out my Instagram. If you want to connect with me, check out my Instagram and tell me what you want to see down in the comments. Give me a like, because I like likes. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.